output and starting to find his range here in the fight.
He's hurt! He's hurt!
Third round underway. Wow! He's got him here. He's got him here. Section here in the latter stages of this fight. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He's hurt.
He might be out.
Any damage. He's out.
You know, there is just something terrifying about guys with crazy hand speed, and that certainly applies to this young man. Punches and bunches, and as good a combination striking game as we've seen in the UFC in years. And you gotta think the accumulation of punches, which have worn down lesser opponents, could wear down his opponent here tonight. It's one thing to see the hand speed on film. It's another thing to see it in your face on fight night. We'll see how this matchup plays out tonight.
This next guy has incredible takedowns. Both timing, speed, and of course, technique are literally top of the food chain.
And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. 3 years apart, with big differences in height and reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, the Man Kid.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch gloves, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch gloves and we are underway.
You ready? You ready? Fight!
All right, so this UFC Grand Prix tournament is coming up next. This format has been all the rage with a lot of the hardcore mixed martial arts fans out there. Sort of an homage to the history of UFC and Pride with a single night tournament game event here. And let's see who can be the last man standing here tonight. Trying to find a home for that right hand. Well, he left his head open there, Joe, and he got cracked with that jab. He was almost moving into it. So let's see if he can switch up the footwork here, Joe, and make the requisite adjustments.
Oh, he landed it.
Lee gets caught with that punch.
They have started this fight off with a brawl. Really missed with that right hand. And there's a nice jab.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Lee gets absolutely torched by that uppercut. That one figures to leave a mark.
Moves to half guard. Nicely timed sweep, and now he's in half guard. Into full guard here. Into half guard again. Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Trying for a submission now.
And he escaped from the Kimura. Excellent movement on the ground here, constantly moving, constantly staying busy.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy.
Now he's got the mounted crucifix. Back to side control.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
Holding him here, moving to north-south position.
Oh, so an interesting decision there as he decides to stand up and relinquish the dominant position.
We got tagged there.
Back and forth we go.
Nice spinning back fist right there. Oh!
Oh, clipped him with the left. Under a minute to go. And that one certainly found the target. 45 seconds to go here in round one.
Look at that jab, nice. Yeah, he's digging into that leg kick.
Uppercut lands. All right, 20 seconds to go in the round. Oh, huge leg kick there. That one wobbled him, Joe.
Beautiful strike here, lands on target. And here we see some really technical offense with submissions. Here's a perfectly placed leg kick. Incredible highlights in that round.
Don't worry about it. You're too uptight. Start picking your moves. Start picking your shots. Hey, this guy's a...
Carly Baker in the building tonight. Thank you very much. Round two is underway. All right, round two underway. Round one pretty entertaining. Not the greatest round of the year per se, but pretty good action on both sides. Joe Rogan, your thoughts on what we saw from either fighter through those first 5 minutes?
Good defense there.
Lee's lower jaw now, Joe, starting to show some signs of swelling. Oh, looking to land the leg kick. That one checked. And again, Joe, he's showing a vulnerability to that jab, leaning right into his opponent's striking range and leaving his head wide open to absorb damage. Let's see if he can make some adjustments here.
Lands a powerful kick.
We got to fight, folks. He missed with that jab attempt there.
There's a single attempt.
There's that patented single.
Nice sweep, now he's in half guard. He's doing a great job of moving and transitioning here on the ground.
And busy as he looks to improve position here. And try to further expose what surfaced tonight as an obvious weakness. Battle for position here.
Knees right here. He's got to get those knees to the body. Lands one. He moves to the Muay Thai clinch.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Lee.
And they separate.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the
Oh! He's hurt! He's hurt! This could be it! This fight is dangerously close to being stopped.
Unable to connect with the right hand there. Under a minute now to go in the round. Well, he has landed some good shots tonight, Joe, but as yet, he has been unable to string together any solid combinations, and that has served to keep his opponent in this fight. So let's see.
Oh, that's some wrestling right there.
20 seconds to go, round 2.
He's gonna try to take the back. Tags him.
Lee gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Round 3 next.
And here's a nice shot, lands perfectly. And here's another clean shot that lands. And another perfectly placed strike.
Great round. What do you got? Another one coming up. It's gonna be hard. Listen what I want you to do.
Brittany Palmer doing her thing as usual. Third round underway.
Wow!
He's gotten hit here.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, he might be out. Well, you gotta love this performance here tonight, Joe. He continues to land a high number of strikes just as he did in the previous round, and seemingly not slowing down at all here tonight.
Good shot.
Total strikes.
The kick lands.
Whiffs on the right hand. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Inside leg kick is there by Lee. Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. Trademark inside leg kick there by Lee. Oh, landed that kick to the leg. Joe, nice head movement there to slip that right hand. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
He's
Oh,
hurt.
he might be out. How about that shin? Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Under 1 minute remains in round 3. Nice jab by Lee. Level change there, goes for the takedown. Oh, he slams his opponent down. Again, they will clinch. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Lee. One underhook. Final seconds of round 3. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books.
Here's a perfect head kick. Here's a nasty kick to the body. Here's a perfectly placed leg kick. Some real clean striking on display in that round.
He is not going to recover, okay? I want you to go out there this round, and I want you to...
Brittany Palmer with us. We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Now, starting off this round, you've got to think that the barrage that he endured in that last round is still affecting him. He's going to want to start this round off and move and avoid taking any damage.
Oh!
He's out! He's out!
That is it.
Landed a gigantic kick for the knockout.
Well, yeah, Joe, that fight was over as soon as that kick made contact. And with this particular striker, you are playing with poison if you don't get that guard up. You know these kicks are coming. You know they're coming in bunches. And that was a near-perfect land. Nailed the target. Full extension on the kick. And that's one of the better highlights we've seen here recently inside the octagon.
Here it is one more time. Boom! Right on the button.
And there he is after the huge knockout turned in tonight. Near perfect execution and one of the bigger highlights of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 41 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
So the legend Bruce Lee does it again. That was a prime